ग्लोबल टीवी पे गए हम लोग।
Okay, so thank you so much, Amresh, and we are more excited than any other day. The reason is today Mumbai chapter of hashtag Women Power, a global movement that has got presence in more than 23 countries now. So from 20 now we have grown to 23 countries, and 3 more chapters have been added to this movement. And Dr. Kiran Bedi is first phase of this movement, wherein we have an objective, we have an aim of touching more than 1 billion women powered life by the way of empowering them and each one of us too. And Mumbai chapter has completed 1 year of their consecutive programs, first Saturday of every month.
Yes.
And I really thank all my supporters and all our team members in making this happen, and giving all their blessings and all their support. So thanks to you also, Miss Niti, for being there on this show
It's
for
my pleasure.
12 months. So yeah, this is the 12th month, and we are completing 1 year today. And we had so many eminent personalities on this show by this Mumbai chapter. And we started with the celebrity host and celebrity anchor, Miss
Simran Ahuja.
Simran Ahuja, who's Mrs. India also. And then we had Dr. Pranati in the month of January. Then we had Miss Nivamita Majumdar, Mrs. Usha Bajpayee, who's an eminent and prominent social worker, and a renowned figure in the political circles also. She represents BJP. And then we had Miss Jayashree Katkar, who's senior vice president with one of the largest fertilizer conglomerate, Deepak Fertilizers. We had Miss Chaya Sehgal, also Miss Chaya Sehgal, who is eminent figure in HR fraternity as an academician also. Plus, she is mentor to so many budding entrepreneurs, and her organization Winning Edge has won so many awards for being the best mentor. And we had Miss Tripti Singhal Somani, who is an eminent figure in women empowerment programs, and she's a chartered accountant, and she's running so many programs, Womenovator and other related programs, wherein empowering women is yes, their main objective. And we had Dr. Vandana Jain, who is an eminent doctor and eye surgeon in Navi Mumbai, and she's an social activist also. We had Dr. Aparna Shah, Dr. Aparna Shah, Aparna Sharma, who is an eminent figure in HR fraternity, and she has done so many training programs and organization development programs for different organizations in Mumbai, Navi Mumbai, and other places and other locations in India. Then we had one very powerful and strong women academician, Dr. Balwinder Shukla, who is an epitome of knowledge, and she is the vice chancellor of MIT University, one of the largest private university, which has got presence in not only India but in so many other countries else also. And we had one more eminent figure with us, Padma Shri Kunju Rani Devi, who is an Olympian and the most decorated and highly awarded sports person of our nation. And I'm really, I get goosebumps when I talk about all these ladies, and I'm really thankful from bottom of my heart to have them all, and for their support that of the line, and on this show also, that they have committed to us. And continuing the process of it, I cannot forget our own honorable Mr. D.K. Bakshi, without whose support this program, this movement would not have been started. and then we have Varsha, Amresh, and Neeti from their Delhi team, and Madhu, Milani from Spain, and we have Shefali from Delhi, and so many other women, who have contributed to this movement. So I, on behalf of this Mumbai chapter, thank all of you for being there with us. And today, continuing the same process, same journey of us, we have an eminent personality and eminent figure with us who is contributing or who has contributed her life towards the betterment of society. And this month, December, and the first day of December, that is 1st December of every year, and since 1988, it is designated or is celebrated as International Day for raising awareness of AIDS pandemic, and which has been, happened due to this virus called HIV. And this lady that we have today, she's the one who has devoted her life, and more than a decade she is serving only to the children who are affected with this disease and with this pandemic. And I welcome you, Mrs. Nilima Atal Mohanty, on this show. And I'm really thankful to have you, and to have your, wisdom by the way of this show, wherein we can, or we would like to, spread some awareness to the people across the globe. So I'll request Ms. Neeti Sharma to welcome her. And ma'am, this program is going to be bilingual, since we cater to different segments of society. So Hindi and English would be, our mode of communication. So whichever language you feel like you can converse that. So over to you, Ms. Neeti.
Okay, thank you, अंशु जी. एक बहुत ही प्यारे शेर से शुरुआत करना चाहूंगी कि क्योंकि आज हमारे पूरे 12 महीने हमने कंप्लीट किए हैं अपनी खूबसूरत सी जर्नी की, कि जिंदगी में हरदम हंसते रहो, जिंदगी में हरदम हंसते रहो, हंसना जिंदगी की जरूरत है. जिंदगी को इस अंदाज में जियो कि आपको देखकर लोग कहें, वो देखो जिंदगी कितनी खूबसूरत है. जी हाँ, वेलकम ईच एंड एवरीवन, गुड इवनिंग, नमस्कार, सत श्री अकाल. हैशटैग विमेन पावर ग्लोबल मूवमेंट में जो प्रेजेंट करते हैं हमारे ग्लोबल टैलेंट कंपनी, आप सभी का स्वागत है. जैसे अंशुल जी सब कुछ डिफाइन कर चुकी हैं, आज यानी कि दिसंबर महीने में 26 दिसंबर की पहली जब दिन था जब हम दोनों मिले थे, और हैशटैग ग्लोबल पावर वुमेन मूवमेंट के लिए जब हम लोगों ने एक पहला इंटरव्यू लिया था, दैट वाज अ सुपर्ब डे. और आज भी खूबसूरत सा दिन है. उससे पहले अंशुल जी सबको धन्यवाद दे चुकी, मैं भी सभी को दिल से धन्यवाद देना चाहती हूँ. और डेफिनेटली डॉक्टर डी के बख्शी को हम बिल्कुल नहीं भूल सकते, हु इज आवर एन ऑनरेबल वुमेन, जिन्होंने इस मुहिम को छेड़ा और कहाँ कहाँ नहीं लेडीज को जोड़ा गया है. वर्ल्ड वाइड ये मुहिम चल रहा है. और आज मुंबई चैप्टर में हमारे साथ जो खूबसूरत सी महिला हमारे साथ जुड़ी हैं, जो एक ऐसा काम कर रही हैं जो सच में सराहनीय है. 1 दिसंबर को एवरी ईयर, जैसे अंशुल जी ने भी बोला, वर्ल्ड एड्स डे के लिए मनाया जाता है. और हमारी डॉक्टर नीलिमा मैम इसी मुहिम से बहुत दिनों से, क्या बहुत सालों से जुड़ी हैं. मैम की पूरी जर्नी कैसी रही, कैसे इस तरफ उनका रुझान हुआ, हम सब इस बारे में बातें करेंगे. वेलकम मैम, आपका दिल से बहुत बहुत स्वागत है हमारे इस कार्यक्रम में. नमस्कार मैम.
Thank you so much, Neeti and Anshul, because I think we have so many things. I think you people are full of the kind of presentation, kind of connect with everyone. Whatever is required, you are doing that much of the part, and making everyone to know about the people who want to do something, and we need everyone's presence. So I think the women empowerment hashtag, your platform itself is a example for others to see. This is how we have to connect with each other, make everyone know about the things which is important in life, in the society, in the community, and be together of doing something good. So thank you both of you for making us to be part of this platform.
Thank you so much
Our pleasure
for being there.
यस मैम, जर्नी आप अंशु जी क्यों ना बचपन से शुरू करें, क्योंकि नॉर्मली हम लोग ना पहले बचपन में जाते हैं, एक वो वाला ट्रैक लेते हैं जहाँ पे सब अपनी पुरानी मेमोरीज को रिकलकेट किया जाए, रिकनेक्ट किया जाए। आप अपनी बचपन की जर्नी बताइए मैम।
The journey, I think when I started, my family was from middle class. My father was from a government servant. So probably seeing my parents going for a, where I worked also later now, it was the SOS villages of India where I used to go along with my parents.
Okay.
And it was the summer break time ki जाके कुछ देखना चाहिए, something different from your own family also. There are people. So that memory is still there with me. In fact, I started my the education and all while doing in Delhi, everything over there. And summer break was the time when I used to go with them, and my parents used to donate a small thing for them. And when coming back to my own finishing of my studies and all, so I happened to landed up in university and outside India, inside India, then working on the research and all, but still something was missing. Yeah. In fact, I should say that some memories there were still. It is not that while doing in the university, in the research, in the teaching, you cannot do for the community as such. You are doing something, but it has to be close to them. Yeah. तो वो जो का एक रह जाता है ना कि पेरेंट्स के साथ में कहाँ गए थे, तो गर्मी का छुट्टी में you are seeing the SOS villages of India, the children, their life, the way they have been grown up over there. That is a very very sensitive part of anyone's childhood. You see something different. Yeah. So and that got reflected later in my life when I had I thought of putting it across and getting it implemented, that I should do something for the society. So that I think वो link एक रह गया था, जो तुम बचपन में कुछ देखा और फिर सोचा कि क्यों नहीं ये करा जाए. Yeah. So that way then I think I had a shift for the social side. Maybe one of the factor was that.
From your childhood, right, ma'am?
Yes.
HIV AIDS के बारे में आपका जब आप मुहिम से जुड़े मैम, वो आपका कैसे रुझान हुआ, कैसे आप इस तरफ इंक्लाइंड हुए, क्या था ऐसा जो आपको सोच के विवश किया आपको?
So let me just share some
yes, I think
important information here. See,
okay.
as a nation, India, like we have got estimated of more than a lakh. It's almost 1,45,000 children who are lesser than 15 years of their age, and they are infected with the HIV. And about 22,000 of new infections occur every year. So that's the data that we have, and more than 90% of these HIV infections in children, it's is a result of maternal to child transmission that actually happens due to transmission from mother to the child, maybe during pregnancy or some other reason. And it is a conventional thought, it is a conventional notion that I would say, wherein we think that if we touch any child or anybody who's infected with HIV, we may also occur getting infected with this particular disease or with this particular virus. And it is treated as very dead, which is actually, it reduces the immunity of any person. And it's a scary disease, I would say, wherein people do not take it in that lighter way. So, ma'am, we wish to understand from your perspective that you being a normal person, and normally when I say if we'll be touching someone, so we get scared, oh, I have touched this HIV virus, so I may not get affected. So you being normal, and that too happened long ago, more than 10 years ago, you joined this movement of nurturing and helping these kids who are HIV affected. So how that thought came to your mind, and how that what were your feelings when you first interacted with these people, or these kids?
Yeah, I think.
So can you please share your experience about?
Yes. So I think the main thing is that once you get into the social sector, you work for a social cause. There are no boundaries. Yeah. So when I shifted from the university to the research to the teaching to the social the social sector or the social organization. So for me, the first one was SOS Villages of India, because I knew about the concept. It's a beautiful concept of caring a child. Yeah. So beautiful caring of a normal child. It's a normal orphanage where the child has to be losing the parents. You take care of them. And then when it comes to this Desire Society where I'm working today, it is more of the care needed, more of the awareness needed for the people to understand that there is absolutely nothing. It is a normal child. Only thing is that you have limitation of some of the things. You have limitation of the life, but you can save this. You can prolong, you can extend the lifespan. Yeah. So for me, from SOS Villages was the first NGO where I worked, and I felt that coming back to Desire was needed more badly. Here, the child needs the care every day. Yeah? It is not about losing the parents with HIV and then you take care of them. It is every second of their life, they have to be monitored. If you don't see them within some days, within months, they're going to disappear. Yeah. It is a, I think the things will come to you when you enter somewhere. So I entered my path into an SOS Villages of India, where I worked for the normal child or normal orphanage where the child has to be cared. Now this coming back to from there to this particular HIV was because the need is more. You cannot leave them for few days also. If they don't have the discipline of having what to eat, what not to be eaten, they don't have the timing, the concept of when you have to take, this is 12 hours of cycle of your main medication, there has to be no 11 hours, no 13 hours. So you see, then every hour you have to see
But
what they're eating,
one
where
question that arises to my mind is, one question that arises to my mind is, see, I have met few of the inmates of your orphanage in Navi Mumbai Vashi, and they are so young. And in fact, the eldest child in Rahul, he is 21 years. And when we look into, these children's eyes, we get so much of pain inside that at such a young age, first of all, they are infected with this virus. Secondly, they have lost their parents also. So how you manage and console or counsel these kids, because managing them itself is a big task. Psychological, it's not only about medically, you can provide them, prescribe them some kind of medicines, but because at such a small age, they may not be, liking taking or consuming so many medicines regularly, because it become part of their daily life. So how you manage, such challenges at your level?
I think from the day one itself, the child is only taught the discipline. Discipline of getting up, take this, do the brushing, come back, have the yoga. Yes, 10 minutes of yoga, but it has to be. So the discipline of dividing your day into such a way where the balance of your mind, your food, your medical, all gets divided. So they don't have the much of the time to see that, see why I'm different from others. Only thing is that you are set up with the day, and that day has that has the the food which is cooked in your kitchen. Yeah. So that is the only way to make them understand you can be equal to any normal human being, any normal child, if you just do this discipline in life. Yeah. So I think that way the learning only comes. Maintain your day. It is like you're sick, but you're not going to die with this. Yes. You have a day full of all busy, tied up, packed up the things. You eat the boiled egg, you eat the flaxseed, then come back and take your main medication, then go for breakfast, then you have the schooling, you come back, have this lunch, finishing the day, then you have this much is the time for the sleep, this much time. So discipline is the only thing which we tell them to do. Maintain your daily routine of what is needed. Yeah. And don't misunderstand of the thing that you're not going to die with this. We are going to make sure that you're having the food, medication in time, and do the rest of the things normally. You go to the private school, you have a private college, you have the whatever best can be provided, then it gets equalizer of rest of the child. Yeah, it is equal to what the other child is doing in their family. Only thing is that you have missing parents and you have the discipline and life of what to do and what not to be done. You don't have the chocolate in the pocket to have, but instead you will be having a seasonal fruit. Yeah. So you maintain things. If you understand this, then the no problem with the child. And still, if they have, they're not going to die with the HIV, they are going to die with the infection, what they're going to catch. So treat them well in time. Treat them well in time. That is the only magic. If you have of any infection and you're treating them within the day's time, you don't have to wait for something. If you're doing that, you have the control of the HIV. You're not going to have the serious things left there. So I think that the discipline what is taught to them is good enough to lead a normal life. That's
it. जी. मैम मेडिसिन जो बच्चे लेते हैं, at what age do you like let them know कि okay क्यों उनको medications पे रखा जा रहा है, क्यों उनको दवाइयां दी जा रही हैं? क्योंकि definitely बच्चे तब दवाई लेते होंगे तो उनके मन में queries रहती होंगी at very early age if they got it. किसी भी इन्फेक्शन जैसे भी होता है बच्चों को, उनको नहीं मालूम होता, लेकिन जब वो मेडिकेशन लेना शुरू करते हैं, कहीं ना कहीं उनके मन में क्वेरी रहती होगी, व्हाई आई एम टेकिंग सो मेनी मेडिसिन्स, व्हाई आई कैन नॉट बी बीन ट्रीटेड लाइक. अभी मिथ हो सकता है, प्रीवियसली इट वाज अ मिथ, लेकिन अभी तो फिर भी सराउंडिंग कह दीजिए बहुत पढ़ी लिखी हो गई है, थोड़ा समझने लगी है, लेकिन जितना मेरा नॉलेज है अभी भी लोग बाग चीजों से डरते हैं. तो ऐसा कौन सी एज में आप बच्चों को बताते हैं कि वो किस चीज से सफर कर रहे हैं, या कैसे उनको और कैसे वेल ट्रीटेड सोसाइटी में हो पाए, कैसे इन सब चीजों पे आप डील करते हैं मैम?
See, I think management of such a child is made easier if they forget about what the miseries they have in their life previously. Yes, not that you have to forget your parents, but you have to understand the ground reality of the parents were sick, so it has come to you. They didn't do the appropriate things of the nutrition and the medical in time. So you lost them. Now this has to go in a better of way or in a normal way when you are going to maintain this balance. If you have the lifestyle of a good diet, balanced diet in time, and you have the medication, I don't think so there is anything else needed. Whether you study or not, that is secondary part. Yeah, you have to be alive, you have to be healthy, means just do these two things. And I think I because I have seen their parents, they now never come up with the resistance of not taking the medicine. Eating so that the child sees the colorful thing, he is happy. And you have the added. So I think the child gets molded because of his parents. He doesn't resist of the medicine. And other thing is that he understands that only what was missing was the food and the medication. Yeah. So I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to repeat this.
Okay.
Yes. And while doing that, when you see that I'm leading a normal life, I can study, I can I can do the games, I can do anything whatever the other child is doing, then I don't think so we don't see the child in fact till they are settled in the life, I don't think so till that point they have this notion only that I am a sick child and I should follow the rules. Yeah. That much of the understanding. There is hardly 1% or one or the two child, I think they don't resist for this. Because that way they and people of the same nature staying together, then they see they see each other. In the
जी.
family, there is 1 or 2 child, so that they may not be able to do all these things. यहाँ पे 30, 40, see Bombay में एक में 30 है, दूसरे में 30. So 30 people having the same kind, that food is the maintained diet chart is there. Then you have the medication come in the line, everyone is taking. So you don't feel that and see
Acceptance is basically the key question.
Automatically with the age the acceptance comes. The only the missing part is the people, the society, who is not going to accept this. The जो इसमें awareness में missing रहेगा, that creates the problem for the child.
जी.
If he wants also, whenever he sees around, point out करोगे कि तुम HIV और तुम वो तो differentiate करोगे, तो then that even the medication will not work that time. So you have to put it very that it is up to the society, up to the community to accept this child, accept this adult. Do not differentiate. That is the only way out to make them to live.
Absolutely, but ma'am, I think for that we need to have lots of awareness. Though it has been taken even by WHO, World Health Organization, that is dedicated 1st December as the World's AIDS Day, and just to improvise awareness about it. And it is amongst the 11 official global public health days that is been considered and declared by WHO also. So it is a grave situation wherein people are not accepting just due to the lack of awareness. And I think jointly, collectively, so many people are working towards it, and we are going to spread the message that it is not something that you can get affected only by touching someone. And prevention is the key to keep yourself secure and keep yourself healthy. So I think these are a few tips that I would just share to all the viewers, that we need to contribute towards the life of these people who are already having low of immunity physically, but like if we will not accept them as a normal child or as a normal person in our society, they may develop some lesser immunity even
Exactly.
mentally also. So this is something we need to cater to. And so ma'am, my next question comes is like these students or these kids, they come to your this orphanage, and what about their studies when they go to different schools? Are they being treated the same way that you deal with them at your orphanage, or they get some different treatment at the school level by maybe by the kids or by the teachers because of their lack of awareness?
No, it is there, it is still there. But I think what if the appropriate will be to tell that, like, our founder is Mr. G. Ravi Babu, and he has put up a very strong message to every one of us working, that let us pay the 100% payment to the school college. It should be a private school, it should be an English medium school. Do the payment 100%. Yeah.
Wow.
Once you're paying them, you can dictate the terms to them.
Wow.
Yeah? So he doesn't allow us to ask also for the concession. No more concession. We don't need actually concession. And with this concept, because see, he has made it sure for the child to sit in a classroom where everyone else is paying and he is also paid for that. Yeah. So it is one or the other way. It is a child going to a school. He's paid everything, and he has to be treated equally. Yes. Okay. And maybe because of this payment. And beside this also, whenever the resistance comes, yeah. So there are some examples. I don't want to name the city, but it is, see, we have presence in 5 cities in Hyderabad, Bangalore, Mumbai, Visakhapatnam, and Noida, Delhi. So the bigger is the city, they are still openness is there. The moment you go to the smaller ones, like Visakhapatnam is the smallest out of these 5. Yes. So smallest city means more of the resistance.
Yeah.
It is within the school association also.
Okay.
Yeah. So it is resistance is there, but you have to overcome that. It will take some more years. Like in Delhi, Noida, within Noida, I think we have within 1 year, one private school got agreed there. All 30 are going to that one school.
Wow.
Here in
Wow.
Visakhapatnam, there is so many years have passed.
Exactly.
So it will take some more years. They will be
जी,
doing it. उसमें कुछ और साल का मेहनत चाहिए. You keep on asking, and then one day that someone will get agreed. Yes. So it is based off. I think the only strategy what he has designed is pay 100%. Don't ask for the concession, and treat them equally. Now we have
जी,
every right to ask for each child there that we are paying 100%. He doesn't allow in a single penny to be less. No, we have given the payment, now they take turns to them. Our child will be sitting equal to the other one. He will be equally treated with the teachers, with the principal, and A to Z, everyone. Yeah? So
Oh.
I think this is what he has framed it up with very, very, it is the well planning, I can say, that you do this and then see the result.
Brilliant.
Only
Brilliant.
in
It has been designed.
Exactly.
yeah, smaller city means it resistance is still there.
डॉक्टर मैम, काफी बार ऐसा हुआ होगा, होता भी होगा कि बहुत ही अलग तरीके से बच्चों के साथ पेश आए होंगे कुछ लोग. कोई ऐसा वाकया जो ऐसा रहा जो अभी तक दिल पे है या दिमाग में है, जो भुलाई नहीं भूलता, कुछ ऐसा जो बिल्कुल ही अनकही कहानी जैसा हो, ऐसा हुआ हो आपके साथ या बच्चों के साथ, इल ट्रीटेड हुए हों बच्चे कभी, तो वो कुछ शेयर कीजिए हमारे साथ में.
Directly as a face pe to nahi, but I can tell you that in Hyderabad, this is one of the biggest international school here, and they have opted for the thing, and it was like a project for the elder children over there, elder students there. They had planned up for a visit, and then while coming to the center, they were supposed to donate.
Okay.
So when the group came back, yes, along with the coordinator, they told some number that these many students and the coordinator and this. The number got reduced.
Oh.
I said, what is the problem? They brought the donation. Yeah. So they brought the donation. That means every that student of, suppose if it is 50 students have paid for this, they donated. But half of them turned out to this. And it turned out to be very strange that the parents have objected. They gave in written that it's not a normal orphanage. So I'm going to donate, but I'm not going to send my child.
Okay.
See how ridiculous it is. How ridiculous it is. Yeah. If we don't have anything to do, then why you are donating?
Exactly.
If you have donated also, then this is not the reason why not to send. In fact, you will learn if you're sending your child to our orphanage, they will learn discipline. You will never be able to show them what the discipline means. But here it is very much. It is just ridiculous to know this. Yeah? Half of the strength of the international students, the parents didn't allow them to come because it's not a normal orphanage. Then how it looks? The next time, can I tell to the children over here that because of you, half of them have not turned up? What will be the impact of this story to now? Yeah. So it is difficult because people don't, they don't realize that Desire Society is working so hard. Yeah. Our founder has given them 15, 16 years of his life just for doing this. So they don't anything to go wrong with this. So I think they everyone has to think positively. It is not giving donation to Desire Society. It is you have to come and get involved. Involve first and then donate. Yeah. So I think it is
very true.
They are not understanding they should do it the other way around. Yeah. So we are not asking
not meant for donation. Exactly. बहुत अच्छा मैम कि डोनेशन के लिए नॉर्मली यही सोचा जाता है, ऑर्फनेज में जा रहे हैं तो कुछ डोनेट करके आए, बहुत बड़ा काम कर दिया थोड़ा सा डोनेशन लेके. मैम, आपके अकॉर्डिंग क्या मिथ्स हैं जो अभी तक सोसाइटी में रोम अराउंड हैं? बहुत सारे मिथ रहते हैं इस बीमारी से रिलेट होके. अभी भी क्या ऐसी चीज है जो आप पिछले 10 साल से देख ही रहे हैं या सुन ही रहे हैं?
Yes, I think you have to be close to the child first thing. If किसको अगर उस चाइल्ड को प्यार कर रहे हो, उसके साथ खाना खा रहे हो, खेल रहे हो, तो कुछ भी तुमको नुकसान नहीं करेगा. In fact, you are putting a wrong signal to the child. You are not allowing them to grow nicely because you are maintaining a distance. So I think if society welcomes anyone, is the person who has to mingle with them. You give, you come close to them. Yeah, you don't need to go keep a distance, maintain a distance. So in fact, अगर ये एक कोविड है तो छोटा सा वायरस कहाँ है वो दिखता नहीं, इसमें तो वो वायरस अभी उसके उस चाइल्ड के शरीर में है पर वो उसमें अंदर है. In fact, other myth is that with mosquito से कैरी करके वो बाइट अगर HIV को बाइट करेगा और फिर वो तुमको नॉर्मल को करेगा तो it is not going to go to you. Yeah, it is transmittable within the sexual means. It is family में उसके husband से wife को आया फिर child को आया. Yeah, so there is no way around that. If you don't play or you don't do, then you are at risk of this. No, absolutely no risk at all. You should play with them. You should sit with them. Make them to feel equal of what they are. It is not the fault of the child. Yes, it is not the fault of the child that is having, and it is not going to get transmitted. It is only by the sexual. So you use that. You use the condom. Who is saying no to you?
Exactly.
So, so if you are taking up those kind of steps in hand, if it is there, then there is absolutely no problem. Yeah.
Exactly. Fine, ma'am.
It's so actually it's unawareness that is creating problem or hassles in not only their life but even in our life, because somewhere being ignorant to certain facts and figures, we are not able to develop that acceptance, and because of which as you mentioned about that international school wherein people are donating but
they're not sitting with the kid, they're not sending
accepting the kids. So they are creating they are creating pains two ways. One, they are developing a pain for themselves that they are trying to help the kids, but ultimately they are not doing it. Indirectly they are giving pain even to the kids who are already affected. So I think awareness is one thing that we all need to develop, and acceptance about such people in the society. So not only by the way of giving donations, but I feel that we need to make them equipped to be independent. And it's not only about studies is one way of giving them some skills, but also about giving them employment in our organizations, because once the child who has secured some education, and if he's not able to get appropriate source of income, and if he's not able to generate income, then such kind of studies or such education is also futile. So my humble request to everyone who's watching this show now and who's going to watch it later, so please everyone, each one of us, wherever and whichever capacity we can, we should help them out. And it's not only on papers or documents, but actually in our heart. We should keep our hearts open for such people and give them open help, which
actually they don't require donation, they require love, nothing else.
Yeah, true, very true. They require love. And so ma'am, one more question that comes like, since you are catering it's an orphanage, and you are catering only 2 kids, but once they grow up in their life, once they grow up in their age, what happens to them? And are you still connected with such people who pass out from your ashrams, and like how they are managing their lives later on, what kind of treatment they get from the society?
And jobs, how they are achieving their goals and jobs.
Yes, I think for us we still have to see that phase, because they are still studying. The eldest one is going to finish the master's now, so that way the vision of our founder is that this they have to reach to a point where they have to earn. They should study, and luckily I think whosoever is reading 100% they're studying, they're passing it out. So we don't have a difficulty of a child not passing out. So up till now, this has come where they are going through the studies and all. So finishing this, then we have to put them. We have to see that they are earning well. Yeah, they have to earn. They have to stand at their own. And at that stage itself, if you can add up one thing is that we have to we have a positive network of people where Desire Society is going to put a match to the of this child to a positive network of people, get married to a positive network of people. That also we do have. We have started having that network with us now. So finishing studies, go for the job, earn yourself, then go for the Desire Society will make sure that they are going to get married to a positive network of people. And in that stage also, dissociation is not going to come. Only thing is that you wherever they go, you have to see the medically again. They should not have the negative thought. They should not leave the medicine anytime. See, you have the, if the negativity around in the society, you are going to have that depression again. You will lose all the whatever has been maintained so far. So we are not going to leave the child at any moment. Let them get settled with the job, with the earning, with marriage, but we'll keep track of them for the medical side. And their the next generation has to come negative. Their children should be negative. So that is the main objective of our founder G. Ravi Babu, is that we are not going to get dissociated with this child at any moment. They have to get married, they have to settle somewhere, and still we should know where he's sitting, what he's doing, what medical side is getting protected well or not, and acceptance in the society. We are not going to leave. It is their child has to be protected medically. They should have the normal child. So that will be the ultimate goal of.
जी अंशुल जी बोलिए बोलिए.
Yeah, I'm saying this is such a huge information for all of us, that normally we think like if the couple is HIV positive, they can produce only HIV positive kids. But as
my question was.
Yes, as Dr. Nilima is mentioning and telling all of us that even an HIV positive couple can produce HIV negative or a normal child. But for that, you need to undergo some prescribed medication or the prescribed processes of medicines. And for that, we need to know and tell people also, because it is just a lack of information or lack of knowledge that is, giving birth or giving rise to such a huge number of HIV positive kids. So, and I know like the pattern and the format of this show, #Women Power, a global movement that has got presence in 23 countries as of now. And yes, the way we are moving, we are going to touch all the countries across the planet, I would say. So through being the International HIV or AIDS Day on 1st December of every year, we thought of dedicating this show today to creating an awareness about this particular disease, this particular virus that sounds so deadly, because we are conditioned listening to it that way. But yes, there are ways, there are processes by which we can eradicate this disease from our planet or from our country. So what is your say on this, Miss Neeti?
अंशुल जी बिल्कुल सही बोल रहे हैं, लेकिन मेरा अभी भी क्वेश्चन वही बरकरार है मैम. जैसे आपने बोला कपल नॉर्मल किड पैदा करें, मेरे भी दिमाग में जो उथल पुथल है, मुझे पता है, I know this, that the members or the people or the public who is going to watch us later on, definitely they might be having the same question which is in my mind, like कैसे वो इंटररिलेट होता है, कैसे नॉर्मल किड्स के, जैसे आपने बोला है कि इन बच्चों के भी नॉर्मल बच्चे होते हैं, तो वो उसके बारे में थोड़ा इन्फॉर्मेशन थोड़ा सा बताइए मैम. कैसे क्या प्रोसेस रहता है, क्या नॉर्मल लेडी से या मतलब कपल जो भी होगा, लड़का लड़की जो भी है, वो नॉर्मल शादी कर सकते हैं, कैसे रहता है वो थोड़ा जानकारी दीजिए मैम.
इसमें जो पॉजिटिव का है तो पॉजिटिव से ही शादी मैरिज जो है वो होता है.
ओके.
दूसरा चीज ये कि उसमें जब when you have to go with the pregnancy, you have to have the medication from day one. You have to plan the baby in presence of the medication itself. अगर उसमें वो प्लान करके तुम मेडिकेशन को स्टार्ट नहीं करोगे तो फिर अगेन नेट रिजल्ट इज दैट यू आर गोइंग टू बाउंड टू हैव the baby. So it is very much medically possible to have 100% safe, and but you have to plan. You have to be medically aware of the things कि मुझे अभी मुझे करना है. अगर प्रेगनेंसी के लिए have to go with those steps. Go medically go every day of those days within the the advice of the doctor. Yeah, so you have you have the special medication just to prevent this. Yeah,
जी
when it has to go from mother to the child, you
हम्म,
have the list of the medication ready. Yeah,
जी
so
जी
whenever that is needed, you are going to go through that, and then the net
जी
result is that it is negative. Yeah? So medication को फ्रॉम डे वन से वो उसको प्लान करने के बाद में करोगे तो 100% सिक्योर्ड है कि यू आर गोइंग टू बाउंड टू हैव द नेगेटिव चाइल्ड।
एग्जाम्पल्स है मैम इसका कोई आपके आप जानते हैं कुछ ऐसे कपल्स को जिनके नॉर्मल किड्स हुए हों उनका कुछ एग्जाम्पल?
हाँ, उसमें है हमारे साथ तो जो मतलब सोसाइटी में ऐसा जो कम्युनिटी में चल रहा है मेडिकल का के हेल्प से you can be assured of this. There is 100%, there is no chance of having the transmission at all. You can just put a cross to that.
वाओ,
तो उसमें ट्रांसमिशन नहीं होगा अगर तुमने मेडिकेशन में चले तो नॉर्मल चाइल्ड हो जाए।
that's great. I think it's just like a breaking the myth over here, as डॉक्टर नीलिमा ने अभी बताया कि यदि HIV पॉजिटिव कोई है और वो अपने सेम लाइक HIV वाले को, शायद मैम यही बोला था ना आपने कि उनको सेम HIV जिनको होगा उन्हीं से यदि आप शादी भी करते हैं, यदि आप मेडिसिन प्रॉपर लेके चलते हैं डे वन से व्हेन यू आर कंसीविंग योर बेबी, उस समय यदि आप वो प्रॉपर प्रिस्क्राइब्ड मेडिसिन के साथ चलेंगे तो यू विल गेट अ कंप्लीट नॉर्मल बेबी। एंड आई थिंक दिस इज अ मैम होप जैसे जगाने वाली बात है कि दे आर गेटिंग अ नॉर्मल चाइल्ड। डेफिनेटली उनके लिए अलग ही आई एम गेटिंग गूज बम्स टॉकिंग अबाउट दिस मैटर नाउ, क्योंकि डेफिनेटली उन लोग का जो जर्नी रहता है और उसके बाद एक नॉर्मल बच्चे को देखना कहीं ना कहीं उनको एक होप देता होगा जिंदगी में। और it's like ma'am what you are doing, it's completely, I'm having no words right now about you as well, the way you are, isn't it Anshu ji?
Absolutely. और जैसा
this is so
मधु रहना, जैसा
हाँ,
जैसा मधु भी बोल रही है हमारे शो पर कि उनकी सिस्टर जो हैं वो भी जम्मू में काम करती हैं विद SOS सोसाइटी, SOS schools, and the way these people are nurturing our the painful segment of our country, I think it is brilliant. And yoga, as even Dr. Nilima said, having disciplined life is something that gives that gives extension and to their lives, and it makes them very normal as a child or as a person. And jo Madhu is also a yoga teacher in Mumbai. And ma'am, the kind of information, the kind of knowledge today you have shared, I think it is going to give lots of inputs, lots of information to each one of us. And
yes.
Amresh, can we have Mr. Bakshi? And let me tell all the viewers today, this show, hashtag Women Power, a global movement having presence in 23 countries as of now.
जी अमरीश,
Yeah.
सर तो नहीं है
And
वो तो ट्रैवल कर
okay,
रहे
okay,
हैं
no issues, no issues.
ओके
he's
Thank you,
not
Amresh.
there.
नहीं
Yeah.
वो तो यूएस
He's traveling.
यस
Perfectly fine, no issues.
Okay, no worries. So this movement has got presence in 23 countries, and as I mentioned earlier, also Dr. Kiran Bedi is first face of this movement. And every Saturday 5:30, you guys please join hands with us and just watch another story of women power who has done exceptionally differently and very well towards the society or towards any area of her expertise. And today Dr. Nilima Atal Mohanty, who has devoted her life in nurturing the painful side of the society, that is giving care to the HIV positive children. And she is managing 5 centers in India, and she's communication director with Desire Society, that is catering to only such kind of kids. So I request each one of you from this platform of hashtag Women Power that please support the movement of such people, wherein they are contributing in their best way in giving a life to some kids. So
Exactly.
we are coming towards the closer of this show, and if any question from anyone, so we are open for it. And Dr. Nilima is still
There is
there
a
with us.
question. मेरे को अभी भी ये पूछना है मैम, आपके मेंटर कौन है, क्योंकि दैट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट इन लाइफ. जब तक आपको आपके खुद के मार्गदर्शक ना मिल जाएं, तो आपके खुद की लाइफ के मेंटर कौन है मैम?
I think that way I feel my parents have really put me a word always that
जी.
whatever you have, you share with someone. Yeah, because for us, everyone has to go. So if you give that something to somebody, he's going to give to one more. Yeah.
जी.
So it should not end. Whatever you know, at least that should go to one more. Yeah. So it is connectivity with the social sector will only give you the chance of doing that. Once you are close to a child, and the moment you do to them, they're going to they're going to grow, and whenever they are grown up, they're going to make one more to go. Yeah. So you are not doing for one child. I think Desire Society doesn't want people to just come here.
True, ma'am.
They want them to come and give family. They're going to run our own family of for own normal child. Yeah? So that child will never forget. Yes, this child is going to take it forward. He's going to definitely take it up one more child in the hand. Yeah? In fact, I think this is what is the dream of our founder. Desire Society want our founders' dream to get fulfilled. Of let the people know about this. Maybe the HIV awareness part is the thing which you can, whatever you are listening something today about Desire Society and what the founder dreams of having every child is equally, then why not the HIV child? Yeah?
Okay.
So I think that we should give a chance for them.
I think मैम से ये भी पूछना चाहिए, मैम हमारी सोसाइटी को आप क्या एक कुछ ऐसा संदेश जो हम हमारे थ्रू पूरी सोसाइटी को पहुंचे या पूरा वर्ल्ड को पहुंचे, जो भी अब देखें हमारा प्रोग्राम ये नेक्स्ट सोसाइटी के लिए आपका सोसाइटी के लिए
take her
कॉल.
Yeah, we will take her message in last, and before that, Madhu has joined from her location. So, Madhu, can you unmute yourself?
Yes. Can you hear me, Anshul?
Yeah,
Yes.
you are audible.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Quite insightful. Let me tell, I recently had an opportunity to interact with their Goregaon branch of Desire Society.
Okay, lovely.
And somehow I could not meet the kid. I mean, somebody who is managing it. There were some young girls who were managing.
Vikas is there, and I will get you connected.
Yeah, I would want to take this opportunity, Anshul, because from the global talent and hashtag women power, I want to connect with ma'am and offer as she very correctly said, yoga is very, very critical. In fact, I had discussed with them, but I could not take it ahead. So glad, this is called as divine plan. So I would really want to get associated with them and offer them with the online platform. They can be anywhere across all their centers, and I can take their sessions on yoga.
मधु जी थोड़ा सा माइक थोड़ा नीचे कीजिए, थोड़ा सा माइक बस. थैंक यू. Yes, now it's okay. जी बोलिए.
So I just want to take this opportunity to use this platform and request ma'am if I can get in touch with her and train all their children across Pan India, have sessions for them on the yoga, because yoga is very, very important, especially for normal people, for them to live a disciplinary life, which helps their body as well as mind. So I just wanted to say that.
It's so nice of you. And Madhu, definitely with this hashtag women power movement, we are going to take this as a Mumbai's
special
initiative, and we will get connected off the line. And with the help of Dr. Nilima and Vikas here in their Mumbai center, we will take this initiative for sure, and we'll keep contributing in our own ways.
So, thank you, Anshul. Thank you so much.
Yeah, my pleasure. And Dr. Nilima, the last message from your side about all the viewers and who are going to watch this show later on.
I think I can only say that, there has to be equality. If you don't put it them unequal.
Oh, that's a
In
good
it-
one. Ji.
that is the thing missing till date. So treat them equally. If you
Treat
want this to be get stopped,
Wow.
treat them equally.
Hmm.
There is no way out for them to, when the Desire Society is doing so much of the work for their everything till they stand at their own, you treat them equally, whether it is the admission of the school, whether in the job, after getting married, give them room for rental. Yeah, don't ignore that. So treat them equally. That is the only expectation from the society. Yeah, our founder, Mr. G. Ravi Babu, he wants the child to be you treat them equally. Then only whatever we are doing right now will get justified. Yeah, if we are make them to grow nicely, get the education, get the job, you are paid well, you want to stay within the normal community, then please treat them equally. Yeah,
Exactly.
if you have some kind of notion still left, you can get back to us. We can simply we can get it resolved. Yes, but treat them equally. That is the only message. I think that will only make them to live happily. Yes, they should be treated equally. That's
Thank you so very much, ma'am. Anshul ji, something else which you want to ask?
No,
मैं
I
तो आज
think आज जो बोलते हैं ना, हमें इतनी सारी नॉलेज का पिटारा मिला है about this
particular disease. Yes,
particular
exactly.
deadly disease that I would say, HIV. And yeah, so the kind of inputs are being shared by Dr. Nilima. It is going to give us so much of wisdom and openness about accepting such people who are affected with this disease. And we will take their initiative, and we will contribute in our own capacities towards their movement as well. So thank you so much, Dr. Nilima. And any closer remarks from your side, Miss Niti?
मुझे तो एक बहुत ही खूबसूरत सा, जैसे स्टार्टिंग में था, एक लास्ट में भी, अंत भी मुझे लगता है खूबसूरत से शेर के साथ करना चाहिए, क्योंकि जिंदगी के बारे में आज बात हुई है। देखिए, नॉर्मल तो हम सब काम करते हैं, नॉर्मल जिंदगी जीते हैं, हाथ में दर्द हो जाए तो रोते हैं, सिर में दर्द हो तो थकते हैं, पता नहीं क्या क्या भगवान से कंप्लेन करते हैं। लेकिन कभी यदि जिंदगी या सोसाइटी में, सामाजिक पर्यावरण में देखें या परिवेश में देखें, तो जब ऐसे ऐसे बच्चों की बात हो या ऐसे सामाजिक स्तर या सामाजिक परेशानियों की बात होती है, तब लगता है भगवान ने जो दिया है बहुत दिया और खूब दिया है। तो कुछ कहना चाहूंगी कि हर मर्ज का इलाज नहीं दवा खाने में, हर मर्ज का इलाज नहीं दवा खाने में, कुछ दर्द चले जाते हैं सिर्फ मुस्कुराने में। तो सिर्फ आप लोग मुस्कुराते रहिए, खुशहाल रहिए, आबाद रहिए। और हाँ, देखिए, डोनेशन अलग चीज हो गई, और अपनी एक मिलना या दिल से जुड़ाव करना किसी भी बच्चे से, किसी भी मरीज से यदि आप बोलें, तो बहुत बेहतर होगा। थोड़ा सा चंद सिक्के यदि खनका के आपको लगता है आप किसी की दुनिया में खुशी देकर आए हैं, तो गलत फहमी में जी रहे हैं जनाब, ऐसा नहीं होता है। आपके चंद सिक्के अपने पास रखिए, बस थोड़ी सी मुस्कुराहट लेके यदि आप ऐसे बच्चों के पास या ऐसी सामाजिक संस्थाओं में जाएंगे, तो मुझे लगता है उनको ज्यादा खुशी होगी। तो बहुत सारी चीजें आज जैसे हमने डॉक्टर नीलिमा जी से जानी, कैसे सोसाइटी में उनको एक्सेप्टेंस मिलना चाहिए, या डोनेशन की बात आप कर रहे हैं तो दैट्स अ डिफरेंट टास्क, लेकिन उनको कैसे अपने साथ जीना सिखाइए, अपने साथ रहना सिखाइए। मुझे लगता है ऑलरेडी बहुत सारे साइकोलॉजिकल ट्रॉमा में रहते होंगे किड्स, अनडाउटेडली पूरा दिन मेडिसिन रहता है उनका, फिर योगा, फिर बहुत सारी चीजें लेते 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 जिंदगी में आगे बढ़ रहे हैं। तो ऐसे को जिंदगी की तरक्की की तरफ यदि हम रुझान मिलेंगे तो बहुत अच्छा रहेगा। एंड थैंक्स अ लॉट डॉक्टर मैम, आपसे बात करके आज एक अलग टाइप की खुशी है, पता नहीं क्या खुशी है मुझे नहीं पता, लेकिन कहीं ना कहीं मेरे भी आज दिमाग के जो दरवाजे हैं वो भी खुले हैं। एंड person, the member, the public who is going to watch our show later on, definitely the myth, the things they are having their brain, I think that should have been dissolved after. Anshul ji, wanna say something?
Thank you so much, Miss Niti. And in last, I'll just close the show by saying शिक्षा और जागरूकता का अभाव है, इसलिए एड्स पीड़ित के प्रति भेदभाव है। And I think if we keep spreading the awareness, if we keep spreading the education about this disease, and start accepting these people and contribute in their life in a positive way, And as even Miss Niti said कि दवा खाने में तो सारी दवाइयां नहीं मिलती, लेकिन मुस्कुराने से जरूर मिल जाती हैं. तो अगर हम उनको अपनी मुस्कुराहट is not only about smiling but accepting them in our heart. So this is what all I would say. And thank you so much, Dr. Nilima, thank you, Madhu, thank you, Miss Niti, and thank you, Global Talent, and Mr. Bakshi, whose invisible presence is there on the show, and thanks on his behalf also. Keep continuing your support to this hashtag Women Power a Global Movement. Thank you so much, each one of you.
And once again, I think Anshulji, we should tell that next year it will be a powerful women year again, क्योंकि हर महीना hashtag women power global movement जो चल रहा है पूरा worldwide, there will be a blast in the sense that there will be a beautiful events are going to be launched next year, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, still December. You people are going to watch beautiful events which are going to take place in every country wherever the global movement is going on. So guys, don't miss that out. Say, good luck to us as well, because Mumbai chapter is in April next year.
Sure. So we will be coming up with an offline event, and we'll be we will be organizing and a physical event in Mumbai in the month of April. And before that, we already have decided dates for 19th January in Bangkok, Thailand. And then we have one event in Delhi, followed by another event in Mumbai in the month of April. So thank you guys. Stay tuned and stay safe, stay blessed at your place. Thank you so much. Keep watching us. Keep extending your support. Thank you.
Thank you so very much, Doctor.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Madhura. Thank you.